Hello and welcome to Popalong RC. So finally I've managed to get my hands on the Willspeed Fast Fox conversion kit for the team associated B7. This video we're going to unbox it and we're just going to put it together. Now I'm renowned for not rushing things, so well, everything will be in this video, but I will take my time on it just to get it right. So without further ado, let's have a little look at this. So first and foremost, the quality. Well, if you've got any Willspeed products, you will know that they are absolutely first class. I've got a lot of bits and pieces on the B7 already there, to be quite honest. But yeah, the usual lovely packaging there, nicely put together, lovely carbon fibre. Some of the suspension bits and pieces there by the look of it. Obviously it's an interesting design. More carbon fibre, and the all-important Willspeed logo there on the bottom of the carbon chassis. Again, really nicely machined and turned out stuff. But this, I think, is these are my favourite parts here. The side parts of the chassis. You got a carbon fibre and aluminium, I should imagine, set up there. Really, really nice, super rigid. And then the little pots and bits and pieces for all of the screws and whatnot in there. So I guess I should really put it together. Now, what I'll do, you might be, if you've watched any of my builds before, I'll do a bit, then I'll stop and we'll talk about it. I'm not going to bore you through the whole process. I've downloaded the instructions, so it looks to me like straight away we're onto the chassis, and then those lovely side parts that I was on about. So yep, I'll come back to you when we've done that bit. I just quickly want to show you something. Check this out. For those OCD amongst you, you're going to absolutely love this. Watch this. Ready? Watch. Ready? Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Wow. Right. So, the chassis built up. I think you'll agree that does look very, very nice indeed, and it went together really, really well. Yeah, not much to say. Let's carry on. Okay, so we've got the rocker posts in here on the suggested holes to start with anyway, and then the front carbon rocker plate. That looks nice. I mean, that's pretty thick, so looks pretty strong. Let's get these bits on. Right, to talk you through the steps of putting these pivot washers in. It's actually pretty simple. So, one bearing there, and then what they call a crush washer, because that obviously stops the bearings from getting crushed. If they got crushed, it would be a bit of a disaster, undoubtedly. Then the pivot rocker goes on, seat that in place. I'm doing it one-handed here because I'm holding the camera. Put the other bearing in, and then we've got like a little, what looks like a nylock nut, and that goes in place. And actually it's super smooth with little to no slop. There is no slop. Very nice. Okay, so that's all put together. Next part is the ball joints. Now, the good thing about having this on an iPad is that for those of you that are, your eyes are getting on a bit, you can just expand it. It's such a game changer having it on there, and obviously it's good for the environment. So there we go. Right, so let's carry on. Right, I've got to the stage now where I need to take the shocks off here and stick them on here. Now, in the manual, let me just pull that up. It does give you all the spring settings, piston holes, oils, everything like that. Now, my shocks are set up slightly different to these, so I'll give it a try as it is. I think my shock holes are slightly different. I have got the same CST oil in, I'm pretty sure. And if it's way off, I'll change it to this, but it's really good. It gives you, and as I say, the nice part about having it on iPad is you can just zoom in and out if you struggle with your vision and things like that. So yeah, anyway, let's get these shocks on and I'll come back to you. So shocks are on. easy peasy to do. Everything's gone together suitably well. The only things that changed really, the shock eyelets had to go down from the kit ones, which were these +2s, to the 0. And yeah, I love the way it all pivots. It's pretty cool. So the only thing to do now, zoom out a bit, is to get the front and the back off of here. They call it the donor car. I kind of feel a bit bad, you know, calling it a donor car, but I suppose it is a donor car now, really. Get the bits and pieces off here, stick them on here, and yeah, I think that probably will be the rolling chassis done. Right, so the eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that I did have the shocks, the rear ones, the wrong way up. I'll put them the right way now, and yeah, the car's feeling good, super light, very nice. Just ready for the electrics installation, but absolutely no dramas. Went together really nicely. The instructions are really good. It just looks super cool, so different to anything certainly that I'm used to. So let's get it finished, let's get the electrics in it, and then we'll I'll come back to you. Right, just one more thing to mention before we do the grand reveal of the car. You've got to put the straight links on, that's what the manual says here, so it's clear of the rocker points and bits and pieces. So I've done that. I should imagine I'll need to sort out the toe in, because it might have changed, or should I say toe out, it might have changed a little bit. So the car is now done. Let's have a little look at it. Okay, so the car is done. A little bit of housekeeping to do in terms of tidying up the wires and making it look as neat as I possibly can, but other than that, it's pretty much there. I really like the look of this car. It's divided a bit of opinion. I did put a picture of it up online, and some people said it looks odd, it looks weird, and they like it. Other people were absolutely loving it. I personally think it's a breath of fresh air in terms of two-wheel drive buggy racing. It's nice to see something different on the track. The build quality is second to none. The machining of the parts, again, absolutely fantastic. I can't fault the build. It's not a long video because, you know what, it just didn't really take long to do. You might obviously see that the shell is not on the car. That's been sent off to Gav Clinch. He is kindly painting it for me. So once that comes back, I'll put some pictures up on the social so you can all have a look at it. I think it's really good. The social media coming in at the moment about this car is all looking very promising. The car's going well, so there are some setup sheets coming out now of this car and what people have done to it to get it that bit quicker. I have got one more thing to do in terms of the shocks. At the moment, this is not, the shock package is not the stock out of the box package, so I'm going to change it back to that because I want to start with what it recommends. I've since found some Avid shock pistons which I might drill out and put on. Alternatively, I've got these are not quite the recommended ones. Now maybe I won't use these, well, I don't know. Anyway, that's one more thing to do, and of course get out and test the car. So all I've got to do now is do them little finishing touches, get the body shell on, and go and take this thing racing. I'm thoroughly looking forward to racing the car this year. It's nice to, as I said earlier, it's nice to have something very different. Again, divides opinion. I think it's good to be different. I think it's good to put something different out there. And yeah, not much more to say apart from thanks for watching. If you like what you see, like, subscribe, hit the old ding dong bell, and we'll see you on another video.